This is Road Notes from the Traveling Saleslady, short reads for sales professionals on the move. Today's piece, Building Rapport in 60 Seconds. You have about 60 seconds. Make them count. Most sales reps treat the opening of a cold call like a transaction. The ones who close treat it like the start of something. Out of 50 calls, maybe 3 people pick up. That's not a failure rate. That's the reality of inside sales in almost every industry right now. The question isn't how to get more people to answer. The question is what you do with the ones who do. The rep who survives on 3 connections a day has figured something out that the rep chasing volume hasn't. The call is not the sale. The call is the relationship. And relationships don't start with a pitch, they start with a person. It sounds simple. It rarely is. When someone actually picks up after 47 attempts, the instinct is to rush. Get to the point. Make the ask before they hang up. But that urgency is exactly what kills the connection. The prospect can feel it. They've heard it before. And they hang up anyway. The reps who hold the line do something different. They listen for the small stuff, the offhand comment about a vacation coming up, the mention of being tired because they're 8 months pregnant, the fact that they grew up in the same city. These aren't pleasantries. They're anchors. Written down, remembered, referenced on the next call. That's not a trick. That's just paying attention in a world where most people aren't. They're not going to forget who you are if you remember who they are. The irony is that inside sales is often dismissed as the lower stakes version of the job, less personal, more transactional. But in some ways, it demands a higher level of relational skill than a face-to-face meeting. You don't have a handshake. You don't have eye contact. You have a voice and whatever you can surface in the first 60 seconds. That's it. So you better use it. So here are 3 questions worth asking yourself. First, what do you actually do when someone picks up? Most reps have a script for the pitch. Few have a system for the first 30 seconds. If you haven't thought about how you open, how you listen, and what you capture from every live conversation, you're leaving the most valuable part of the call to chance. Second, are you taking notes on people or just on deals? CRMs are built for deal data, but the rep who calls back and remembers the Florida trip isn't pulling that from Salesforce. They wrote it down somewhere. The personal detail is what separates a callback from a cold call the second time around. Where does that information live in your workflow? And third, is your urgency serving you or costing you? The pressure to perform on every live call is real. But rushed rapport isn't rapport. If the person on the other end feels like a number, they'll treat you like one. Slowing down the first 60 seconds often speeds up everything that comes after. Volume matters in inside sales, but 3 real conversations beat 50 forgotten ones. The reps who last aren't the ones who dial the most. They're the ones who make every answer count. That's Road Notes from the Traveling Saleslady. If this one resonated with you, the full conversation that inspired it is waiting for you on the Traveling Saleslady podcast. Find it wherever you listen. See you on the road and journey on. Road Notes is a production of the Traveling Saleslady in partnership with Brilliant Beam Media.